What if I told you that you could build a complete listing lead funnel, meaning getting listing leads on autopilot, one that captures leads, nurtures them, and even books appointments in under 60 seconds using ChatGPT? So today I'm going to share and I'm going to show my exact screen on how to do this really easy, super simple, so that you have a 30-day plan to create a listing lead funnel from start to finish that matches your personality style. So I'm going to go through and you're going to watch this single ChatGPT prompt that I worked on for a long time and generate an entire 3Cs funnel system that generated over $115 million in gross commission income for myself and my team. But before we jump in, here's what nobody's telling you. Most agents think building a funnel is complicated, expensive, and time consuming. Well, I'll be honest with you, that's completely backwards. With the right prompt, artificial intelligence now can do in 60 seconds what used to take weeks for me to do on my own. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to share my exact screen, take you through the exact prompt, and I'm going to give you the prompt that you can use to build this for you so it matches you and your exact style. And you're going to hear a lot about when I say style here in a second. So you'll see our 3C system, which is capture, cultivate, and close. And at the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to implement this today so you don't have to keep renting your lead gen from someone else. What I mean by that is Zillow or realtor.com, and you won't be worried about when the next listing appointment's coming in and where the next appointment's coming from. So before we do and I share my screen, make sure that everything that I'm going to show you here, I'm going to give you an exact copy of. So only thing that you need to do in the comments below is to get the entire playbook with this exact prompt is just in the comments type funnel. So Funnel, put funnel in the comments below and I'll send you everything for free. So let's jump in and let's check out how to do this. So the first step when we're doing this in the funnel is we have to understand what we're asking ChatGPT to do. And if you're new to this, you're going to hear the word prompts and ChatGPT, and don't worry, this is very, very simple. And you're going to have all this, so it won't be that hard. But I want to first make sure we're clear on what we're asking it to do. So we're saying act as the greatest real estate lead funnel designer on the planet, utilizing all the knowledge from top lead funnel experts. I want to create a custom lead funnel that aligns with my strengths, not someone else's, and generates the highest return on my time and money, right? That's what we all want. I mean, that's exactly it. And I put a section in here that you can either add or remove later, but I put our top 8 listing lead sources for our Listing Beast program that we know produces the highest return with the lowest amount of financial investment. But you can change this out and not have this, and you can just ask ChatGPT to give you the entire, possibilities of lead funnels. Now, when you're looking at these top 8 and you're going, oh, those really are the top 8 for me. Well, this is what we've seen work for years and years and years from top agents across the entire country. If you're wanting a lead funnel on something more specific, let's say that you want to do estate sales or divorce or golf course communities or a specific niche, you can customize this to do whatever you'd like, but I'm trying to make sure that it's really focused on these 8 sources and then working on the personality style that matches yours. So then we're asking it, after we figure out what lead source is appropriate for you based on your personality style, I'm going to ask it, well, what kind of personality style are you? Are you a prospector? Are you a networker? Are you an internet influencer? Are you more of a direct marketer? And you can see the different definitions here, right? Do you enjoy cold calling, or are you more referral database? Or do you like doing social media, YouTube, internet presence, all that stuff? Or postcards, geofarming, branding, mailers. So for all the years, I've really found that there's 4 specific styles. Now, you might be watching this and you might be that unicorn that's going, I'm perfectly even in all 4 of these. And I'm going to talk about what happens when you are that unicorn. You go, I love all of them equally. But for this example, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to score, to kind of basically take a personality test. Out of these 4, what is going to be the score that you rank highest in? You'll see how I do that with chat. It's going to talk us through it so we can kind of figure out, hey, look, if you don't like doing a certain lead gen style, maybe it's cold calling, door knocking, maybe you don't like getting hung up on by expireds, maybe you're better in person. Maybe you do love working expireds and you don't like going to networking events and having to put on wine and cheese, book clubs, and all of that fun stuff. This is what I'm talking about with personality styles. So this is a guide to have fun. This isn't perfect black and white. Nothing in this world is. But when you do this exercise, you're going to definitely understand a lot more about your style, know a lot more about the entire lead gen funnel that's going to build for you. And then we can go to work on building it so you never have to rent your leads again. And like I said, we don't want to be at the bottom of someone else's funnel. We want to own our own funnel. And that's what gives us power. So then we're going to ask it to score us. Now, after we ask it to give us a score, I built into the prompt that says, based on our personality style and the lead source that matches best to our personality style, I want you to create a 3-part system. First of all, how to capture leads. Second, how to cultivate them. And then third, how to close them. So it's going to lay out an entire plan with the most intelligent brains on earth being able to be backed by this and provide it all to you. And then I added, I go, I don't want just the regular, I go, put a little bonus on it. It's going to recommend the top 3 marketing channels, suggest one simple campaign I can run each month, and then share one power tip for common mistakes to avoid based on agents who have mastered these lead sources. So all we have to do then is we're going to copy this beautiful prompt, and we'll go up here and we'll copy this, right? And now that we've got that, we're just going to hit copy. And then we're going to go into ChatGPT. Now, if you've never used ChatGPT before, all you have to do is go to Google, OpenAI. You'll be here in 2 seconds. There's a free version, there's a pro version, and then there's a super pro version, which is a $200 a month version. So you can do this in any of the 3, and you'll get 3 different levels of results, okay? I'm going to show you the $20 ChatGPT Pro version. I actually have the $200 a month. I feel like it's well worth it, but I'm going to show you this in the $20 a month so you can kind of get that middle, version of it. And here's how it works. So now we go in here, we paste the prompt that I'm going to provide you when you comment funnels below. And now the prompt is in. So this is what we're asking the AI to do. And now all I have to do is hit the go button. So I've asked it to do this, and now its brain's going to start working. Now that the brain's working, it's going to ask us some questions. And in asking us that questions, it's going, absolutely, let's build out the best return on investment, beast mode listing funnel, custom tailored to you and no one else. No fluff, no filler, just the fastest path to more listings based on how you naturally win. That's what makes this one important, right? You can try to copy someone's funnel, but if it doesn't match your style, you're never going to wake up and want to do it. It's going to feel like a nightmare, right? We don't want that. So step 1, identify your lead gen personality. Score yourself from 1 to 10 on each of the following. Be brutally honest. We're building your funnel around your strengths, not against them. And then this is just showing the example format. Now, I know that looks scary, but you'll understand it in a second here. Like, don't worry, it's not like quantum physics we're trying to do here. This is pretty simple. So here's what we have to choose from for what we talked about. Prospector, networker, internet influencer, direct marketeer. So as you read these, go, which one do I feel on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 meaning that's me to a T, and 1 being I don't like it, it's not for me, don't want to have anything to do with it. We want to kind of just go through this exercise to figure out, well, who are we and what are we? All right, so it's saying drop your score in the format when ready. Once you reply, I'll tell you. Now, as you see here, it's just asking 1, we're going to give it a score, 2, we're going to give it a score, 3, 4, and so on. So for this example, I'm going to go 1. So let's just say I'm feeling about prospecting. Do I love making cold calls? I know that the net 29 no's equals 1 yes. Is that my jam? If it's not, then I'm not going to put that here. Okay, so for this example, let's just pretend that I hate prospecting and it's not my thing. So I'm going to say I'm a 2. I'll do it, but it's not my jam. And then for number 2, right, we're looking at it and we're going, well, am I a network? Do I love doing community events, being in person, hugging babies, hugging people, kissing babies, you're that politician, you love talking to people in the coffee shop, all that kind of stuff. So for this, I'm going to say not really my jam either. So I'm going to give myself a 3 there. And then for number 3, I'm going to go internet influencer. Do I love being in front of the camera? I'm addicted to social media. I love posting great, content and making fun videos and showings and YouTube and Instagram and TikToks and Snapchats and all the fun stuff. And you know what I'm going at, right? Am I that? And I'm going to go, you know what? For me, yeah, I'm like a 5 there. I don't mind it, but it's not really my jam. And then let's go to number 4. Let's pretend that we're a direct marketeer. I like doing mailers and I want to do golden letters, or I want to do just listed, just sold campaigns, or newsletters, or whatever it might be that is more direct marketing. So for this example, let's just pretend that, yeah, I'm a 7 in that. That's kind of my jam. So now all I have to do, I've completed the quiz, if you will. I'm going to process this. And now it's going to go, your top personality style, obviously, is direct marketeer, score 7. What this says about me: you're a brand builder. You play the long game. You love structure and prefer scalable, systemized lead gen that doesn't require dancing on TikTok or begging for referrals. You want your marketing to do the heavy lifting while you stay in control of the conversation. So the best lead source for us is golden letters and or geo farming, right? So why? Because you're wired for consistency, local domination. This source gives you compounding ROI over time, perfect for your style. When executed the beast way, geo farming and golden letters become a seller magnet machine. So now it's telling us that. Now, if I would have gone back there and put into that scoring system a 4-4-4-4-4, or a 5-5-5-5-5, let's say you're the unicorn. Well, in this prompt, it would have come back and said that you should go with expireds number 1, and then for sell by owners number 2. It would have gone back and it would have taken you through these top 8 sources and saying, if you're the unicorn, what we want to look at is going, what's going to get us the most money the fastest? And we know that expireds are always going to be number 1 because they've already identified that they want to sell and they've already decided to list with an agent and pay a commission. And right now it's expired palooza in a lot of markets because a lot of agents have never been in a market where they've taken listings and they don't sell within the first 46 minutes. And so a lot of properties are coming off the market. And I just read this stat. Right now, 25% of all listings are being expired off the market. So that means in your market, if there's 100 listings hitting the market a week, 25 of them are going to become an expired. Now, other stat that you might want to know, out of that 25% of those expireds, 80% of them relist in the first 40 days after going off the market. So that's a pretty good bucket. So if you're that unicorn and you're not quite sure on your style and you're kind of a jack of all trades, and that's fine, then it's going to go in this order of which one that you should probably select because of the highest amount of return for the best bang for your buck, okay? So going back to our prompt down here now, so we gave it our score. Now it's telling us what it's going to do next, right? We put in our score, told us what it's going to tell, or who it thinks we are and what's the best option for us. And now all I'm going to do is say, great, now that we've identified that, let's put this whole sweet thing together. So I hit next step. So let's unleash your golden letter and geo farming funnel using the Listing Beast 3C framework. Funnel strategy declaration. I am a residential real estate agent looking to create a listing funnel that aligns with my personality style of direct marketeer that effectively solves seller problems for my specific lead source, golden letters, and geo farming. Now, as I said before, if you want to customize this and go, I want to do divorce estate sales, I want to do any of that, you can, and it will still pump out a lot of great information for you. I'm just going with what I have done and what we have had massive success with for the last 20 years. But I coach and train a lot of agents that have completely different lead sources, different niches, and this will work exactly the same. So remember, this is to give us a plan, then we're going to customize our plan, and then we're going to execute our plan, okay? So 3 C's, capture, cultivate, close. So what it's telling me now is to capture, I need to create a lead magnet. If you're not familiar with that phrase of lead magnet, it's creating a piece of value that is going to give us the ability to attract someone to us, to capture their contact information so that we can then cultivate them, the second C, with value and nurture them, and then eventually close. Now, when I say eventually, sometimes this can happen in 24 hours, sometimes it might take 3 years. The whole point of this is to have a funnel system that produces lead after lead after lead over and over and over again. So what it's saying here is your lead magnet would be a free home equity and price surge report for their neighborhood, right? It's coming up with that. And later I'll show you it'll build exactly the exact document to send. We'll talk about in another video how to create logos and branding for it and all kind of fun stuff. But this is just to get the plan delivered. So sent via QR code on golden letter and digital version linked to a landing page. So what it's saying there is that on the letter, I'm going to put a QR code that's going to direct them to a landing page. Now, don't freak out. If you don't have a landing page, you don't have to do it this way. You could come back to ChatGPT right now and say in the capture section, I don't have a landing page, so what's another way that I could do this with just my company website, a capture form like a jot form, or any other ideas on how I could capture contact information. Now, remember, a lot of us think capturing contact information is we send out mailer and go, call me. Well, that doesn't really work. It works, but it will not work very well. What we're trying to do is go, here's something that you're going to get for free, and in exchange for that, you're going to provide me your contact information because my value that I'm providing is worth it. So the headline, it's telling you how to build the landing page if you're going to build a landing page or if you need one. And all we're saying when we mean landing page is a simple one page, in the old school days, website that just captures information. But these can all be built now very quick with a Wix or a Squarespace software, very inexpensively, using their built-in AI technology. And they just talk you through the steps. And you could have this done in 2, 3, maybe 5 hours, depending on your skill set. Or you could hire somebody from Fiverr to just build you a landing page. But think about your landing page as your end-all restaurant. We want to go, hey, we want customers. Boom, boom, boom. We go, hey, here's a free sample, lead magnet. Come into my restaurant and now hopefully continue to be a customer for life and come back over and over and over again and try different things. Maybe you buy an investment property for me. Maybe you try the souffle and you refer somebody to me. We're doing the same thing and trying to just make sure that we have this restaurant style business. We don't want a restaurant style business. We want to have a world where people look at us and go, I'm the one-stop resource for everything building wealth through real estate related. This is one page. Some of us think our website is supposed to do everything all at once. You can have a website with specific pages that just direct people to do specific actions. Now, subheadline, get a custom home price surge report and 3 insider strategies local sellers are using to sell for top dollar in 65 hours or less without underpricing or overhauling your home. That's a pretty delicious tagline there if you were building a landing page. Again, you can prompt it after this. I'm going to show you that. If you don't want to do that, other options on how to do this. Visual best practices, traffic strategy, and then the traffic strategy is saying direct mail, golden letter with QR code, hand addressed envelope with the classic we may have a buyer approach plus QR code to drive traffic to the landing page. Now it's giving you the exact play. Then we're going into the second piece of our funnel, which is cultivate. The 5-step follow-up sequence, email or text, depending on contact info. So basically what it's saying is now is after we've captured them, if they're not ready right now, we've got to send content to them to build the relationship, to create value so that they'll fall in love with us and it becomes a natural close that they go, you're the authority, you've given me all the information, you were there 2 months ago when I wasn't ready, and you've been there 2 months ago now that I am. That's what we're trying to do. Not just going, are you ready to sell yet? Are you ready to sell yet? Hey, are you ready to sell yet? That's not what we're wanting to accomplish here. So the 5-step follow-up sequence, all right, your report's ready. Send the price surge report with 3 questions, seller readiness quiz. Now, you might be going, what in the earth is that? Later, we can take this and go the next prompt and go, please build me out your report's ready. Send the surge price report with 3-question ready quiz, and it'll build all of this for you. You can even take it to the point of going, I want you to build the exact graphics, the code, and everything to just slap on my landing page if that's where you're wanting to take this to. Did you know your zip code's up XYZ? This could be the second email that goes out. Avoid these 3 common mistakes before listing. This could be the third, the 4th, the 5th. So you get what it's doing here. Then it's giving you sample subject liner openers. Did you get your surge report? Before you sell or wait, read this. Local home prices are spiking. And then it's just talking about CRM stack recommendations. Now, again, it's saying follow up boss here for tagging golden letters and automated sequences. You can use any CRM. They all have different pluses and minuses. It's just pulling data and saying, try this, use a CRM of some sort to build your action plan. So what I'm talking about is Lead comes in, so you send out letter. A seller scans QR code. They go to landing page. They want to get your surgery report. They give their contact information in exchange for their surgery report. Your landing page now shoots that information into your CRM by way of what we call Zapier or a Zap. And if you don't understand this, tons of videos on it, but it's really easy. Or you can pay someone on Fiverr to do this for you for $200, $300, $400. And now the lead goes into your CRM, and now it automates an action plan. So these sequences, these 5 steps, happen in order that are built out to provide value to the seller. So they fall in love with you. So they call you and say, thanks for all the information. I'm ready to have you come take a look at my house. So that's the stack. And then we're going to segment our leads into either, it's telling you to segment your leads into hot, warm, or cold inside your CRM system. Booked consult, clicked on landing page twice or more, quiz submitted, we're classifying that as a hot lead. Warm, opened up 2+ emails, visited landing page, but never did the call to action response, CTA standing for call to action. Or cold, no clicks or opens after 5 days or more, move to monthly nurture. Now, in future videos, I'm going to break down each one of these sections in complete detail because sometimes I can understand. This may sound overwhelming, but let me be very honest with you. This is the business. This is what keeps you from paying another company 70% of your commission to do it. This is what saves you from paying Zillow 40% referral fee or $300 a lead. We want to own our lead system. That's why I became a real estate agent, for that freedom, for that ability to build and own your own business. This isn't rocket science. All of this can be learned in a weekend. You just have to dedicate the time and remove that little devil off your shoulder that says, I'm not techie. I can't do this. Those are all limited beliefs. I've got a GED. I'm no rocket scientist, but I can do this because I can just follow instructions or pay someone after I go sell some houses to do it for me. But some of us are going and working with buyers, taking our commission check, spending it on gosh knows what, run out of money, get panicked, work with more buyers, and the cycle continues. If you're going to do that, you might as well just be an employee of a company because that's basically what you're at that point. You got into this for freedom, and freedom means building a business and having the business operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, while you're on vacation, while you're sleeping, so you never have to worry about where that next lead is coming from again. And then we get to the close, 2 high converting scripts. So now we've captured them, we've cultivated them. Now what do I say and how do I say it and what do I do for this specific lead source that matches my specific personality? So, hi John, it's Brendan. Thanks for grabbing the price report. I've done a quick walkthrough of the market trends in Shenandoah Estates and wanted to offer 3 specific strategies I think would net you 10 times more than the comps. Just kidding, not 10 times more, right? X percentage of the comparables. Do you have 10 minutes tomorrow or Thursday to walk through them? Right? It's giving you, and it's brain telling you the best script to use. And then door knock, if you don't have their contact info, meaning maybe they put in the address, but they put a fake email address, which we see sometimes in the lead capture game. Well, now we've got their home address, but we don't have an email address or a valid phone number. So it's giving you a quick door knock script that's telling you the best time, door knock or phone, Saturdays, 10 to 12. Ooh, that's a golden nugget right there. Do what others won't to have what others want. No one's going to be reaching out during these times to anybody. So you maximize these, and then it's saying the other best optimal time based on its research is Thursdays from 4 to 6 p.m. So right there, if you're going to door knock or you're going to make the phone call, it's telling you the optimal time to do this based on research. And then text follow-up, next day at 8:15 or 5 p.m. for maximum reply rates. And then the Hail Mary re-engagement strategy. Send a handwritten note with QR code that says, still curious about what your home could sell for. The market's changing fast. Scan this and let me show you 3 options you probably haven't considered yet. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And then we get down to the bonus strategy. So now we're going to the top marketing channels for golden letters and direct marketers. So direct mail, that's the top channel. Door knocking with a leave behind offer, or 3 hyper-local Facebook, Instagram ads trying to geo-target, right? And I know we're talking about direct mail here, but it's going, the 3rd channel besides direct mail would be that. And then simple campaign to run this month, 1 per channel. Direct mail, do the price surge alert mailer, door knock, bring a neighborhood price update, or Instagram ad. So Even though we're trying to talk about just because you're not one of the other personality styles, it's giving you other options of going, hey, if you just want to do the direct mail, crush this. If you want to add on a little prospector sprinkles, do this. And if you want to add on a little internet influencer sprinkle, here you go. And then pro tips and pitfalls to avoid. Power tip: consistency and creativity. Commit to monthly touches for 90 days minimum before judging your return on investment. Geo farming works like compound interest. Common mistakes: trying to hit every homeowner once instead of hitting the same homeowner 6 to 7 times over 90 days. Wow, that is a golden nugget right there. So now you have a complete plug and play 30-day listing beast lead funnel built just for your direct marketer style and golden letter dominance. And then now this is where we can get into the next level of fun. Now we can start to ask it to complete specific steps. If you're going, I don't know what the heck this is. You might have saw some things up here and go, I don't even know what this means. Can you explain this to me? And it'll break it down as best that it possibly can and be like, talk to me like I'm a 5th grader. And it'll go da 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 da. And then now you can understand it. So you can remove that little devil off your shoulder and all these excuses. Everything in this business we can learn. It's just asking the right questions, taking the time, and then everything can be built. Now, the other piece is we can go to these other parts and go, okay, I want you to build this for me. So I would just take the lead magnet section and I go, can you please, you don't even have to even copy it like this. I'm just doing it for the sake of this. And I could put that in there and say, please build this for me. Now, I use ChatGPT with dictate mode all the time because I am not very good at typing, and I can just talk into it. And the more you talk to it, the more it learns more it learns about you. And the easier and faster it is that you can get tons of work done very quickly if you're not, an amazing typist. So I could easily talk that and just start talking through what I want it to do. I could paste this in, hit the next prompt, and then I'm just going to ask it what I want to do, right? That's what we're looking at here. So I could even just show you the dictate. I'd like you to please complete this entire lead magnet process for me. Give me the entire document so I can have it ready to mail out from start to finish. Boom. Now it's processing what I've asked it to do, right? It added, oh, maybe it didn't. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, so it added all of my wording here. I'd like you to, right? And it's pretty darn effective and good at doing this. And then I hit go. And so it's going to start working on that free home and complete golden letter and lead magnet package, da 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 da, and it's going to do all of it, right? It's going to talk about cardstock, what to write in the letter, how to phrase it, how to do everything. It's all right here and it's done for you, right? Boom, 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 boom. You can put your company logo on there, URL to your sample landing page. It's giving you that. All that fun stuff is built out in seconds, and it's still going to create the entire process. So that's the power of this tool, and that's why it's so valuable. And just in that very quick instance, we can, in less than 60 seconds of answering these prompts, that again, just put the comment funnel, you're going to be able to rock and roll with this. So some other pro tips, right? If we wanted to, we could have prompted it to say, make the email sequence more conversational, or create social media posts to promote the lead magnet, or write a script for following up with people who don't respond. The possibilities are endless. I had an agent in Phoenix use this exact process. She went from 8 listings a year to 34 listings in 18 months from doing this exact funnel difference, right? That this is the game changer. But the difference was she had a system that worked while she was sleeping. So this isn't just about the funnel. It's about having a business that works for you instead of you working for it. So what you just saw was the complete funnel from start to finish. There's no guesswork, no expensive consultants, just a proven system customized to your style. Now, before we wrap up, make sure you smash that like button. I always appreciate all of your other comments if you found any value in this. I know you're going to play around with this prompt once we send it to you, and you can do all kind of different fun things with it. And just make sure that you know that we're dropping new videos every week showing you exact strategies to build a listing-driven business that gives you your life back. As I said, this isn't about more leads. This isn't certainly about not getting a bunch more inquiries or buyer leads. It's about capture, cultivate, close, and building a funnel that you own and you like working every single day. So comment funnel below. You'll get that exact step-by-step with a full guide and basically the blueprint on how to do this, everything you need to build that funnel today. So I appreciate it. Thank you for learning, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.